Good morning to you. Welcome back. You are still watching Morning Live. We take a final look at your sport news now for today. Now, this weekend, the Moses Mabhida Stadium will play host to the Carling knockout final between Stellenbosch FC as well as TS Galaxy. And to preview this match, we've roped in two gentlemen who know all too well about winning cup finals. It's a Happy Jele, former Orlando Pirates captain who lifted many trophies in his career, as well as former Mamelodi Sundowns captain Hlompo Gekane. And we all know Sundowns and trophies, same WhatsApp group. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
You guys have almost become the furniture here, because when we speak about Carling knockout, you guys are the two gentlemen that join us. But let me start with you, perhaps, Hlompo. Let's talk about the two teams going into this final.
Yep.
We saw the road that they've both traveled to get to the final.
Yep.
Stellenbosch FC, TS Galaxy, a very, very interesting one. Which of these two teams do you think has the great form going into the final?
Well, we'll see. I'll say the cup match doesn't really. You don't need a form.
Not even a little.
Not even a little. You just have to be, apply yourself well on a match day and try to score goals. It's a game of goals, unfortunately or fortunately. But I just know that these two teams, the route that they travel for them to be in the final, it wasn't a smooth one. The team, they managed to beat the big teams for them to be in the final. So I think they deserve to be there. It's a last push. I believe whoever take the opportunities on the day will win this trophy, and I wish them luck.
We talk about this being the final push, Happy, and we heard Coach Siad Ramovich speaking after winning in that semi-final clash, saying, I may not have the $1 million players, of course, speaking to the money they've spent on players, but the attitude of his players is worth $1 million. Speak to me about how important that is to be mentally in the right place going into a cup final.
You must remember, it's a cup game, and TS Galaxy, obviously, they've won something before. They've tasted the trophy, and most guys that are there are seniors, and they've been winning trophies in some of their teams. So it's gonna gel to the other players that they've never won the trophy. So to talk about the attitude, the senior guys, they are the one that pushing the other guys to say, we have to taste this one, because it's the first trophy for the team to win it. So for them, it's a good attitude. And if you can look the way they've started against Sundowns in the beginning, they're working so hard. They've granted results until the end. So now it's their last push to win it.
And we're speaking about the last push to win, and I want to focus particularly because the one thing we've seen about this Carling knockout is the fact that we've emphasized on it's so nice to see goals. It's nice to see goals being scored early. Yeah. And I mean, we saw Letlogonolo Mojela score a goal so early in that semi-final clash. Yeah. I thought the game just started. It was 80 seconds in. But talk to me about that, Hlompo, and how for the viewers at home, it's going to be a big one this weekend, because they stand a chance to win up to 900,000 Rand if they're able to guess which team scores and when.
It's a big one, and I wish I guessed that goal from the town.
I also wish I guessed that goal.
But that's what the fun of the game comes in. You can't predict it. But more than anything, and we still want to predict it, and it's fun, and it gives the supporters that element of having fun even more, because then when you predict, you get rewarded for that. So I think with this cup, it's still giving the supporters that fun to say, predict your goal. You still get paid for that, and it's by dialing *120 *660 hash, and by that you stand a chance of just predict whatever minute you feel that the goal is going to be scored on the day, and you go away with that big money. And I think everyone wants to win money, especially this time of the year.
It's the perfect time in the year to win money. So if I get it right, for every minute that passes in the game, 10,000 Rand falls off that amount.
Yeah.
So that at the end, if you guess the goal is in the first 5 minutes, it would be 50,000 Rand that falls off, and then you win 850,000 Rand.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
You must remember, before it was 90,000.
Yes.
They give you 90,000. It was 1,000 decreases. So now they give you 900,000 as you predict the score.
It's a nice December.
It's a nice December for you.
Yeah.
And the kids want Christmas clothes.
Yeah.
Family gathering. So it's going
to
If you want to push money, everyone is there.
So, yeah.
But Happy, let's then speak to the players on the field of play. I mean, we spoke about Mujela for your TX Galaxy side. We know Mbunjana, their captain, very crucial for the side. And you look at Stellenbosch, you have a relatively young side. You've got the likes of your Devon Titers, Echrem Reyners.
Yeah.
When you look at the quality of players on the field, which ones do you see stepping up to the party? I want you to look at how they've played, experience, mentality. Which sets of two players do you see stepping up the most in the final?
It's a difficult one because it's two teams playing different football.
Yeah.
You know, and I will say the young ones from Stellis, they want to impress the coach as well. They play with energy, they play with speed. So it's going to be difficult for TS Galaxy as well.
Yeah.
They're at the back. And also, TS Galaxy, they've got experience. They know how to win games.
Yeah.
They've won before the trophy, like I said. So they know how to win. So for them, it's just to grind TS Galaxy. But for Stellis, they just have to go and enjoy the game and play the way they've been playing. They've been performing the previous 8 games that they've been playing, and they've won them. So I think they're in a good form so far. So it's up to them which one wants it
It's
more.
an interesting matchup because it's a Stellenbosch side at number 3 on the log table up against a TX Galaxy that one could almost say is almost in the relegation zone at number 13. But quickly, Hlompo, before I wrap up with you, I've got about 40 seconds left. The coaches, which is the mastermind between these two? Siad Ramovich, Steve Barker.
I would take them both because they've managed to beat everyone to get to the final. But I think one gentleman that I believe deserved to win this trophy, I would easily go for Steve. You know, all these years that he has been, you know, reaching the semi-final, quarter-final, finals, and never managed to win a trophy. And all these years, he brings a lot of youngsters. And you remember the days of Andy Lejali when he was in Tugs. And he managed to build these strong teams. And I believe with the Stellenbosch, this is the time that he needs to reward himself with this trophy. And I think this is the perfect time.
All right, that's Hlompo's prediction. He thinks it's going to be Stellenbosch winning that one. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming through this morning, and we look forward to seeing you at the final.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It is that final taking place on Saturday, the 16th of December. You can catch it live on SABC 1.